Hi everyone! So I'm back again today for Cut to You, and this time I am pairing my project with the CSI challenge blog, and this will complement the inspiration photo and challenge for that was released on their website January 15th. And I'll leave a link to their website down below in case you want to play along, because Cut to You is sponsoring them for the entirety of this year, which is super exciting and awesome. So I'm going to be creating a mixed media background, starting with these lovely color sticks. These color sticks are from Spellbinders and Jane Davenport, and I'm just going to create a really fun background with them. They're super easy to use. I have 2 shades of orange, 2 shades of brown, and 2 shades of teal, and those complement and match the color story that's part of the inspiration piece over at CSI. I am scribbling the color on, rubbing it off with my finger, and then taking a paintbrush, spritzing some water to activate that color, and then kind of giving it a wash even more. This is going to create a really, really cute, fun background. And I love the look that you can still see the little scribbles, and I think this background turned out really, really nice. So I'm going to be doing a fall page today. I thought a fall page would complement these colors that were in the inspiration piece, and I'm going to be using one of the brand new cut files from the shop as well. The cut file I'm working with is called Floral Edge. You can kind of see it there off to the left side of my screen, and I just cut it in white cardstock. So I'm going to create an entire background. I'm going to use the orange, the brown, the teal. I'm just doing the same thing over and over, scribbling, smudging with my fingers, hitting it with my misting tool, and then running over it with a paintbrush to kind of smear the color and to give this really, really pretty effect on my paper. I'm using hot press watercolor paper as my background in case you're interested. Now I went through all of my shimmer sprays. I found 3 sprays that I thought would color match the colors quite well on the layout. And I'm going to go ahead and give it some splatter just to add a little something more to it. You could probably achieve this effect with gelatos or distress crayons. Maybe I got these color sticks at Creativation last year, and I have been loving them so much. They come in you can buy 2 different color packs of them. I have both the color packs in all the different colors, and they're so fun to play with. I just love them. And so I was super happy to get them onto my layout and into one of my videos to show you how cool they are. So I'm going to go ahead here, I'm going to splatter everything, and then we're going to work with the Distress Oxides and the cut file. Okay, so for this cut file, I chose 3 shades of Distress Oxide ink that matched the background. My background is off to the side, and it is drying. So I'm going to be ink blending, but I'm going to be ink blending with 3 colors that might be a little bit hard to ink blend with. So I am using Rusty Hinge, which Peacock Feathers, and I think this orange is Carved Pumpkin. So I want all 3 of these colors to be on my cut file, but the problem is going to be that teal at the bottom, because it's not going to want to play nice with the Rusty Hinge or that orangey Carved Pumpkin. So I'm using my life-changing blending brushes. I put down a little bit of the orange, I'm going to put down a little bit of the Rusty Hinge, and then I'm going to put down a little bit more of the orange till I get a nice blend that I like between the Rusty Hinge and that orange. And now to get that teal at the bottom, that beautiful peacock feathers, without ending up with mud, you can see how I am blending it here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the blending brush, I'm using a downward swooping motion, and I'm just getting that peacock feathers right there, just on the wee bit edges of my cut file. And it worked really well doing it this way. I ended up without that muddy kind of look, and I didn't let the this allowed the teal to not blend with the rusty hinge and the orange, but rather just to kind of go down into it, so that just the tips of the leaves and the bottom of the cut file is this beautiful tealy orange color. So really good hint if you want to blend a color that might not go with the other two. I would say pick two that go and then just do the tips with the third. Now I'm going to back both of these cut files with some vellum. I used the very, very last of my vellum paper, and now it is gone. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of layer these cut files almost on top of each other so they kind of stagger. And I am using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere them down because I want them to stick good. And with those color sticks on the paper, I wasn't sure it would stick real well. For embellishments, I'm using a kit that I received from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club last fall, and it had a lot of this beautiful Prima. I believe the line is called Autumn Breeze maybe. And I'm going to layer up a little cluster beside my photo. I'm also going to be using some fabulous products from the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop. I have these adorable hearts and butterflies that are punched from dictionary paper. I love, love, love them. You can get them in the shop. I think they're still in stock even maybe. And those wood veneers as well. And these were pieces from a Color Splash kit that the Color Splash kits that Jody had received in the, I think she got them in the fall maybe, or around Christmas time. She released them in the shop. So I'm using some of those Love wood veneers, and I'm going to end up using the dictionary hearts, not necessarily the butterflies. I pulled them both out, but in the end I just ended up using the hearts. They're so cute. Those little dictionary hearts are so cute, and you get a ton of them. You get this little bag and it's just full of them. I have plenty for more layouts for sure. So I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them around, and then you also saw me take some of the wood veneer leaves that came in the kit I was working with, and I tucked them up in under and around my cut file. And now I'm just going to kind of go ahead and start sticking things down. I like where this layout is headed. I like the things that I have picked out and where I've put them. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stick everything down and figure out what I want to do for my title. I decided to go with what is my current favorite thicker love, which is these Sarah thickers. Nothing to do with the name. That's not why I love them, I promise. But they are perfect for me. They're just a lovely, lovely foam thicker and no extra adhesive required. They're a beautiful height and I really, really like them. So I'm going to use the ones that are black with a little gold in the middle, and I'm going to put Cool and Crisp up at the top, and then I just put Fall 2019 at the bottom because that's when these photos were taken of my nieces and my nephews. And that's going to complete this one. So be sure to head over to the Cut to You blog, check out my blog post and this beautiful floral edge cut file. And then you can also head over to CSI and maybe you can play along with a challenge and win some Cut to You cut files for yourself. That's where I'm going to end this one. You all have a fabulous, fabulous day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.